Buddy, these are my new chickens. I was going to order them online, but I went to my local feed store, and these were actually cheaper, and they were some of the breeds that I was looking for. Some of them not. Whoa, I got a flyer. And instead of getting day-old chicks, I got 2 and 3 week old chicks for less money. So lesson learned, always check your local feed store before you order chicks online. There might be a supplier nearby that'll give you a better deal. I got really lucky. There's a waterer, there's the feeder, and a warming lamp, and this box that they're staying in, I actually built a couple years back. I had some really nice heritage birds that I had raised, and my dogs attacked the cage, killed them all, and it was really disheartening. So I just stopped raising chickens for a couple of years. But with the price of eggs, I just decided this year I have to get back into it, being that I have the facilities in place already. So I went ahead and purchased these baby chicks. I cleaned this box out and got the light set up, got a new feeder, got a new waterer, got some wood chips. See these wood chips? If you're gonna do baby chicks, you gotta have these wood chips. And I even have an incubator, so when they get big enough and they start laying eggs, hopefully 1 or 2 of these are roosters, and I'll isolate them in a cage so I know which eggs will be fertilized, and I'll hatch those, increase my population of chickens. So something really fun and really rewarding, and the price of eggs profitable. I should get about 3 dozen eggs a day, a little less than 3 dozen eggs a day off of these birds here, which is great. The darker ones, like, let's see, like this guy right here, let me pick him up. This guy right here, that guy's a Rhode Island Red. This one right here, the lighter colored ones are Gold Stars. They both lay an abundance of eggs. I guess the Gold Stars are hybrids. A white Rhode Island Red hen, I believe, and a red Rhode Island Red rooster is what it takes to create those. I don't have any white Rhode Island Reds, but probably going to get some, make some of my own crosses. I also want to get, and I'm going to have to order them, the white leghorns. So I look forward to getting those because they're really efficient white egg layers. These are brown egg layers. I've been raising chickens since I was a kid, and I've always enjoyed it. It can be disheartening when they get killed because everything likes to eat them. So, you know, it can be tough. But I definitely recommend raising, if you like animals, you know, I definitely recommend raising egg hens. I did the meat birds just because I realized one day that I had never butchered a chicken and eaten it. And I'm a fisherman, as I'm sure everybody on this channel knows. And so I'm accustomed to killing and cleaning my meat, right? But I realized I had never done that with a chicken. And so I went ahead and bought some Cornish cross. I raised them and slaughtered them and cooked them and ate them, and they were good, but it's a lot of work. And I am proud to say that I completed that cycle, because it just was a weird feeling knowing that I had eaten chicken basically every week of my life and had never killed one, cleaned it, and put it on the plate. Didn't really know what it took to get a chicken grown and cleaned and in your refrigerator, right? So once I completed the process, I felt like I knew a little more about what I was eating, right? And a little more respect for the farmer and for the bird in general, right? So I suggest everybody does that at least once. Get a Cornish cross. Don't get too many. Just get maybe 10 at the most, right? You could even just get 5. You're only going to have them alive for about 7 weeks, 8 weeks at the very most. They get tough after about 8 weeks, so you want soft, tender chicken meat. You could even harvest them at 6 weeks, but 7 weeks is like ideal. So if you have more than 4 or 5, maybe 10 at the most, you're gonna have to slaughter 10 chickens all at once, right? And that can turn into a lot of work. Like the first time I did it, I always go overboard, and I purchased like 50 meat birds, right? I ended up having to sell most of them because I couldn't do that much work, right? The cleaning and everything. Now there is automated defeatherers, right? The rubber finger deals. But I hadn't gotten to that point. I hadn't bought the equipment to do that. So I ended up just selling most of them, which was, I made a profit on it. It wasn't a bad thing. But the egg hens, you get to keep them for 4 or 5 years, right? And they lay eggs the whole time as long as you take care of them and feed them the right food and everything. And the kids love them. I enjoy having them. I'm going to build a new hen house for these girls right here. I have a chicken cage hen house for them to live in currently, but I'm going to fence in an old garden space and turn that into their free-ranging area and build a brand new hen house right next to it. So I'm going to be having updates over the next few weeks on how that process goes. Anybody that watches this video, if you want to see, the creation of a small egg farm business, go ahead and follow me. I'm going to be doing it over the next few months. It'll take about 5 months for these girls to get to laying age, which is fine. My kids love them. I love them. And they're just enjoyable to have. But, it is important to have a place that, to that one there. She looks injured, but she's not. She's sitting in front of the heat lamp warming up. They get cold pretty quick, so I'm going to have to end the live stream here and close the lid. So anybody that's watching this or watches this, thank you for joining. Like and subscribe. And I will have more videos coming up on the condition of the birds and how they go. That is a medicated chick feed right there, by the way. So anybody that goes out and gets some hens, some baby chicks, I always suggest getting a medicated chick feed for at least the first couple of weeks, so they stay nice and healthy. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye, guys.